السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء، تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم. فقال سبحانه وتعالى: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: لا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة، ادفع بالتي هي أحسن، فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. صلوات. From Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq, we are discussing a passage in which Imam is comparing two situations and asking Allah to change the worst to the best, worst situation to best situation. And then he is giving some examples of that, and especially about relationship, the dealing that we have with people and the relations that we of course have with others. So in this passage he starts with asking: وَأَبْدِلْنِي مِنْ بِغْضَةِ أَهْلِ شَنَآنِ الْمُحَبَّةِ. Oh Allah, change the hatred of the people of hatred towards me with love, with mahabba. And we discuss that every sentence. ومن حسد أهل البغي المودة. And from the jealousy and envy of the people of dhulm, the people who have in their, had become their second nature to do wrong. Al-Mawaddah, those who are jealous with me, Allah, change the jealousy to love. وَمِنْ ظِلَّةِ أَهْلِ الصَّلَاحِ الثِّقَةِ. And good people, if they have any misunderstanding towards me, change that misunderstanding to trust. This was the point when we discussed all these three sentences. The fourth sentence of this passage: وَمِنْ عَدَاوَةِ الْأَدْنِينَ الْوِلَايَةِ. Before I translate this, in this sentence, Imam has used two words that has more than one meaning. Originally there are three words: adawa, adneen, wilaya. Adawa has one meaning, no more than one. Adawa means enmity. Al-adneen, adneen is the plural of adna. Adna is singular. Adna itself is a word which is in a state of comparative degree when we use comparatively, and we say this is more than this, is better than this. So this is comparative. أدنى. أفعل التفضيل or أفضل التفضيل. من عداول الأدنين. أدنى, what does أدنى mean? So أدنى has two meanings. The same wilaya has two meanings. أدنى can be from dunu, means to be close. The closer to something you are adna to that thing. Adna. Quran also has used this word. فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى فَدَّنَا فَتَدَلَّى. Dana means he got closer. Rasulullah, when he went to Mi'raj, he got closer. فَدَنَا فَتَدَلَّى فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى. So the word adna means he was very close. Now, this is one. The second meaning of adna is kind of opposite of that. Adna means something low, and we use it in Urdu. This is very adna cheese. This is very low, cheap thing. And from this is dunya. Dunya is from adna, means something very low. Dunya is very low. Not just low, very low. Lowest. Lowest is called dunya. So dunya is lowest. And human beings are highest. Allah has created them. Karramna bani Adam. Karramna. From karam means you are the highest. Now see, the highest people are going to just behind the lowest thing. This is what is going on in this world. So adna means close, adna means low. In both situations, we go, Imam is saying, oh Allah, change. Let's translate both ways. Oh Allah, change the enmity of my close people towards me to al-wilaya, to love. Wilaya means love. Another translation. Oh Allah, change the enmity of low or cheap people. Those people who this is their nature, their habit to do wrong with other people. So, oh Allah, change it to goodness, change it to love towards me, instead of those low grade people in akhlaq, not in status, not in dunyawi status, but in akhlaq. They are low in akhlaq. They don't have any manners. And those people are against you. It's very hard to deal with such people. Dealing with people who have manners, easy. Even if they are your enemy. Enemy with manners is easy to deal with, easier than your friend who has no manners. All right? So manners are important. So somebody who is really, his akhlaq is very low level of akhlaq, he becomes your enemy for no reason. What do you do? How can you convince him? How you can try to just remove his animosity from his heart towards you? What you do? So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. Ask Allah's help to remove the grudge that low people have towards you, and change it to love. Now, wilaya also has two meanings. Actually, the word wilaya has two spellings too, and two pronunciations. One wilaya and one wilaya. One waw has fatha on it, one waw has kasra on it. The waw which has fatha on it, wilaya, is love. وَمَنْ يَتَوَلُّ اللَّهُ رَسُولَهُ إِنَّمَا وَلِيُّكُمُ اللَّهُ رَسُولُهُ. Love is this. Wilaya is hukuma, authority, with kasra, wilaya. So we read in Quran, إِنَّمَا وَلِيُّكُمُ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. This is from wilaya. And وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ, the people who love Allah and Rasul, this is from love. So Quran has used both meanings. By the way, this is something so nobody should get confused. So what does the word wali or mawla mean in Ghadir? So see, when the love, when wilaya comes from you to Allah, it is love. When the wilaya comes from Allah towards you, it is authority. So the Prophet said, I am your Mawla. He did not say, you are my Mawla. If he had said, your wilaya towards me, whatever you have wilaya towards me, the same wilaya should be to Imam Ali. It should have the meaning that yes, so if you love me, you should love Imam Ali. It's not about love. It's about authority. I am your Mawla. I have authority on you. So you have to accept the authority of Ali ibn Abi Talib the same way. So this was just technical, explanation of the word. Now, min adawatil adnin. Oh Allah, change the animosity of what? Adnin. Since we'll read inshallah next sentence, he is already talking about aqrabin. Aqrabin, closest people. So it doesn't make sense that Imam is using synonyms one after another and for same purpose. So it means here, adnin, it is better for us to translate it not as close people, as low people, low-mannered people, the people who have no akhlaq. Now I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to change their mind, to change their akhlaq towards me. And only Allah can change the hearts. Although it is our responsibility as well, as always we are talking, that we should start. It is not enough for us to just ask Allah for something and we are just sitting and expect any miracle to happen. Miracles happen when we try and we do something, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, He will help us for that. So this adnin, the people who have dana, actually what happens? Why someone many times starts showing his enmity towards you, his hatred towards you for no reason, totally no reason. This situation also has two situations. One, that I am saying totally no reason, because I am talking about myself, because I am judging myself. And when I judge myself, I think I am the best in the whole world. So I didn't do anything wrong, the other person is doing wrong. No, not this situation. Because this situation is your assumption that you are not wrong. 95% of situations are this. People think I'm not wrong, but they might be wrong. Or they could be wrong, or they may be wrong, or they maybe should be wrong. But they think I'm not wrong. The other person also is thinking I'm not wrong. Both are innocent. And both innocents are fighting each other and doing every zulm, but saying I'm madloom, the other person is saying I'm madloom. So who is zalim then? So at this place you need a judge, true judge, who can judge you both and tell you that you are right, or you are right, you are wrong, or you are wrong. Again, who will tell you? The person who has the knowledge of both situations and the knowledge of how to give a judgment, true judgment based on Islamic laws and Sharia. That's why the people who do the counseling, or who do the moderation, or who do the, try to reconcile, make reconciliation between two people, they should have ilm, knowledge of Islam. Otherwise, they might make more damage. In the counseling, you see, we find the results of counseling more negative than positive. Why? Because when you go for counseling to somebody who doesn't know your religion, who doesn't know your culture, who doesn't know your way of living, and you go there for counseling, of course they will give you the advice according to what they think is right, while it is not right for you, or the setup that you have at home, or your culture, or your the way you grew up. So his advice is going to be more harmful than useful. That's why it's better for anything, Allah forbid, happens, especially in the family, that you do the counseling. Yes, you need the counseling, because both of you thinking both are right, then why then all this happening? So let somebody tell you that where is wrong, and how to fix it. And who can tell you? The person who knows your religion, who knows your culture, who knows your way of thinking, and who knows the setup of our community and our families. So better to go to such a person who has this knowledge. So here, everybody is thinking I'm right. So this is one way to solve the problem, that go to a person who knows for counseling. There is another way to do it. It is hard, very hard, kind of impossible, but not impossible. And it is that you judge yourself. And this is what Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam has said it. And we discussed that in details in Risalatul Huquq. He said, if somebody claims anything against you, you should listen to that claim which is against you, any petition against you. Somebody is filing a petition against you in the court, let's say, and you are there. So before the judge speaks, before even the person who is against you there, he speaks. Before anybody speaks, you speak about yourself. You said, yes, what I did. Be truthful, be honest, and this way you can solve and resolve all the problems. Imam says, be the judge and be the witness, because in court, right, witness is needed. Be the witness against yourself. Wow. Judge against yourself, witness against yourself, and be the petitioner against yourself. 3, a petitioner, and judge, and witnesses. You be all these 3, and you solve the problem by yourself. As I said, is impossible, but it is possible. Because if it were impossible, Imam would not ask us to do it. So be in such a high level of akhlaq in any conflict. Be honest. Yes, you might have done any mistake. Accept it. Yes, sorry, I did this mistake. I'm not supposed to do it. I could do it the other way. I could do better. And inshallah, in the future, I will not do it. Everything will be over. But when you get stuck on something and showed rigidity, at that time, of course, the issues get worse. So Imam saying that, and this saying of Imam is supported by Quran. When Quran is saying that stand up for justice, even if it is وَلَوْ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ, even if this justice goes against you, yourself, أَوِ الْوَالِدَيْنِ وَالْأَقْرَبِينَ, or even against your parents and against your closest people. Just you speak the truth, you speak the right, be honest, and stand up for justice against yourself. وَلَوْ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ, against yourself. I said hard, maybe hardest, but not impossible. Otherwise, Quran would not ask us to do it. So one way to resolve the conflict and resolve the issues between us and other people is to be judge against ourselves, to be witness against ourselves, to stand up for justice, whatever it may be. It could be against ourselves, it's fine. If the justice is, against us, we should speak. If the justice is to against other people, we should speak. So be fair. This is the bottom line. Be fair, be just. If you be just and fair, then nothing will happen. But here, Imam is asking about a person who is dani, who is so rigid by himself that he is not going to accept any judgment. Even you be very nice, you be very good, you be very honest, still he is going to be against you and he is going to give you some harms. He is causing troubles and problems for you. What you do? Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to change it, to change his mind. And see, again, Imam is asking the best against the worst. The worst situation is, who is against you? A person who is dani, adnin, a very low akhlaq person is against you. It's very hard to deal with such a person. And you are in a worse situation. You are not asking Allah to just remove his animosity towards you, no. To change this animosity to al-walaya. What is walaya? There is mahabba. Then in the first is sadaqa or suhba, means companionship. Then sadaqa, friendship. Then mahabba, love. Then mawadda, high level of love. Then walaya, top, on the top. Walaya means just a love that somebody might have for something, and nothing can be compared to that love. Highest level of love is called walaya. So lowest level of, means worst situation of animosity from somebody is animosity of people who are low in akhlaq. So that's the worst situation, asking Allah to turn it into the best situation. This can be done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if we ask Allah to do it. Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.